Alright, what's up guys? I have another mini game for today. This is an archery mini game. I don't have a clever name for it, but it's really just to get points by shooting these targets from this little place over here. And just like the last one I did, the bowling alley, I'm going to be playing it, show you how it works, and then I'll show you how I built it. So what you're going to want for this is obviously a bow. And then you're going to need quite a few command blocks and a lot of repeaters, and I don't give a specific amount for these three things, or even the building materials, because all of that is up to you. You can use more command blocks if you want to have a longer start there. I won't give away exactly what the start is yet, I'll let you see that, but if you want to make it longer, you'll need more command blocks. If you want more targets, you'll need more targets, and if you want it bigger or smaller, you'll need more or less building blocks. So you're just going to want some wool for the redstone, some targets. I use redstone lamps around the targets because that makes them light up when you hit them. And then whatever building blocks you want, and you'll want a slab at one point with the redstone, so I put that in there. So if I just come down in here, and normally you would start down there, but if I hit this reset, it'll put me down there. There we go. So if the player starts here, they don't see the targets yet, and they can't shoot at anything, obviously. This is a reset score button that we don't need yet, but if we hit the play button, we go up, and we can start shooting. So basically, you can see on the right side there, if I hit this, then it will give me a point. I'm very bad at hitting them. Maybe this is why I made the mini games, because I need practice with archery in Minecraft. Well, that's pretty good. Maybe I can get a few more points. Nope. Well, that's okay. As you can see, there's a timer, and eventually it runs out, and that is how many points you have. You can set up other stuff. With the scoreboard and points, you can get fancy with that, but this is just the basics of the minigame. So I'll show you this reset score works, gets rid of my score. But that is how the minigame works. As you can see here, there's some barrier blocks. But anyways, let's get to it. If I come back here, you can see the redstone is no secret. Very simple. All I have is a repeater coming out of the target blocks there and giving a signal to these command blocks, which are adding a point to the scoreboard, which I will show you how to set up in just a second. But if I show you the redstone over here, you can see behind this play button there are two different lines of command blocks here, and these are the ones teleporting the player up one relatively, so that way if you're standing here and facing that way, it'll still teleport you up one right here. If you're standing over here and facing this way, it'll teleport you up one right here. So that way it's not clunky and you're not like teleporting to the same block over and over again. And I'll be showing you how to type these commands, all these commands in just a second once I get to it. But right now I'm just showing you. These are filling the bottom of this platform with iron blocks one row at a time, so that way that gives it this effect, that gives it going up one. So that's that, and then also this is getting rid of the glass there, because there's glass, so it's just filling that with air, getting rid of that. If we come back here, what this is, you might be able to tell, this is the quote-unquote timer. It's just 4 rows of repeaters, and you can see it's actually going from where I hit play. These command blocks just reset the thing, so that is what would normally put you back down into the little starting place. And what these are is just one that fills all the iron there with air, and then one 4 ticks later that fills the top layer with glass. So I just want to make sure this blocks here so the redstone signal goes through it. But now I will be showing you first how to just make this quick little target block place This is how you set it up. Very simple. And just like this, I mean, you could leave it like this and just have it light up. That's kind of a very cool and simple design. But if you want it to actually add points, then you're going to just build 2 blocks out from behind the target. As you saw earlier, put a repeater there, and then command block there. And what this command block is going to say is scoreboard players add at P points is what my objective is called, and then the amount of points you want to add, so 1. But before this is able to work, what you have to do is create the objective, that's what it's called, and set the display as that objective. So how you create an objective is /scoreboard, but instead of players, it's objectives. And then if you're just making it, you're going to hit add, and then this is the name of it. So instead of points, this will just be an example. And then here you want to make it dummy. So this way it won't be the dummy objectives work by the redstone. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there. Death count, armor, food, health, those you cannot change like with command blocks because they're dependent on the player's status in the game. But if you make it a dummy, then you can change it with command blocks. You can add, take away, reset, etc. So if I hit enter, you see in the bottom left, created new objective example. But even now, if I hit this, it says points. I need to change that to example so that I can show you guys how that works. So it says points there on the right, but if I hit this, it will not show the example. And the reason for that is you need to go back into /scoreboard, back into objectives, but instead of add, you're going to hit set display. And then wherever you want to set the display, so you could do it below the name as a list, or as I have it, is on the sidebar, and then whichever one you want. So if I change it to example, you see it will switch over, and I have 1 example point. Now I have 2, and etc. So that's all for that, and I just did it 20 times back here. But it may look like it took a while. It really didn't. It probably took maybe 60 seconds, because all you need to do, select it, copy, and then paste into the rest. Very simple, very quick. For this reason, if you were playing, you could just like shoot at the same one over and over again, get a bunch of points that way, but that wouldn't test your archery skills. So anyways, let's come down here and I will show you how I set up this elevator thing. So I already showed you how it works, but I will go more into depth of the command. So it's 2 commands. One is just an impulse command block, and then the second is a chain conditional and needs redstone command block. And the first one that the redstone signal goes to is going to be execute if entity at P, and then brackets, limit equals 1, comma, no space, distance equals 0, and then you want 2 periods, and then this number here you can change. If I set it at 3, it would only do it if I was closer to it. So you see, it pushed the iron blocks up into me there because it wasn't teleporting me. But I mean, if I stood in this corner, I think it would probably work. That worked okay, I think. I'm not sure. But anyways, point is, you can change this. I have it as 12 because that reaches all to like even past this little thing, the little starting area. So that's the first command block, and then this is the second one. So first one, execute if entity at P. This one is execute as at P, at S, and then run TP at S, and then you want the 3 tildes, and if you're just teleporting up 1 block, then in the Y space here, the middle tilde, you'll do 1. and that will teleport you up 1 relatively, because the tildes just keep all the other coordinates the same that way. And all I did was repeat these 2 command blocks the exact same over and over again. Just like that. And then these here, very simple, just a fill command. I just took the 2 coordinates for each row that was going across. So for each, like that. So I took the coordinate from this corner and that corner, and then put it in there, and put 4-tick repeaters between them, just like I have 4-tick repeaters between these, and that way it'll fill and teleport at the same time, making it look like an elevator. If you're wondering what this command block is doing, like why does it go in 2 directions there, well, I think I already mentioned it, but this one is filling the glass here with air once you get 2 blocks up. So if I hit play again, you can see 2 blocks up, the glass disappears, and that way I can go through without smashing my head into the glass. But it's as simple as that. The only difference is that all 5 of these are the exact same command, and these you'll want to make sure that you change the Y in each row. The X and Z will stay the same, but the Y will go up as the elevator goes up. And then this back here is connected to the reset button. And how the reset works is it fills all the iron that is there when you're playing with air, and then this one puts the glass back 4 ticks later. And as I promised, I will show you more how this timer works. So from the last iron that fills, so once you reach the top here, then it will send a signal into this block right there, which will start the timer. It's just 4 rows of 4-tick repeaters, and you see at the end here, goes into a block at the corner, and then sends out 2 repeaters, and it goes into a block here, which starts the signal going this way, and then down here, into a block, the redstone gets activated, sends it this way. Same thing happens down here. It sends the signal back this way now, and over here, and it takes long enough with all the 4-tick that it gives you plenty of time to get some shots in and see how many you can get. I haven't timed it, I'm not sure exactly how long it is, but it is about as simple as that. I'm not really spending much time on the fill. I have made a video just on the fill command that can explain it a little more if you haven't used it before. But it's very simple. It's about the easiest command to learn. And other than this, which is left, that is about it. I have 2 of these, which are just the clear score. You can see the other one down here, if I can get there. Reset score, same thing. This command block back here, all it is scoreboard players. I want to make sure it's players reset at A, and then the objective that you want. I now could change this to example if I wanted, because that's the score I have right now. Boom, clears it. And if you make more than one objective, as you saw when I did the set display, you'll just want to make sure that you have it set to the correct one. So it's still, even though nothing's there, the display is still set to example. I just don't have any points to be on there. So I do that as just set display, sidebar, points. That'll show back up. I even have a point. And this one is the exact same command, scoreboard players reset, but it's set to points, so it'll reset that. And that about does it for the video. I hope you like this mini game and found it pretty interesting, and that you're able to follow along and possibly be able to build it for yourself. Make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe and turn on the notification bell for notifications when I post new videos just like this. I try to upload a couple times a week. School has just started, I will tell you guys that, so I am quite busy and uploads might slow down, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.